Did you know that 75% of people experience a major life challenge at least once? Yet, only a small percentage, about 30%, bounce back stronger. So, what separates the resilient from the rest? It's not luck. It's habits. Resilience isn't something you're born with, it's something you can build, and today, we're going to show you how. In this video, we're diving into 6 powerful secrets that resilient people use to thrive, not just survive. From mastering small daily wins to using stress as fuel for growth, these strategies are backed by science and real-life examples. Ready to unlock the keys to a stronger, more resilient you? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have practical tools you can start using today to build the kind of resilience that lasts a lifetime. Let's dive in. Chapter 1: The power of daily micro wins. Big achievements are great, but resilience is built through small, consistent victories. These micro wins may seem insignificant at first, but they create momentum and boost your confidence over time. Think of it like building a brick wall. Each brick is small, but together they form something strong and durable. 1. Start with something achievable. 1. Did you know that completing just one small task can increase dopamine levels in your brain? 1. Dopamine fuels motivation, making it easier to tackle the next task. 2. Set a micro goal every morning. 2. Whether it's making your bed, drinking a glass of water, or writing down one gratitude statement, these tiny steps set a positive tone for the day. 3. Track your wins. 3. Studies show that people who write down their accomplishments daily are 25% more likely to stick to their goals. 3. Use a notebook or an app to celebrate those wins. 4. Embrace the 2-minute rule. 4. James Clear, in Atomic Habits, suggests starting new habits with tasks you can complete in 2 minutes or less. 4. It's a game changer for building resilience. Here's the key: success doesn't have to be big to matter. Micro wins are small but mighty. Resilient people know this, and they use it to keep their energy and optimism high, even when life gets tough. Chapter 2: The Art of Energy Resetting. Resilient people don't just rest, they reset. There's a difference. Resetting means actively recharging your mental, emotional, and physical energy so you can come back stronger. Sleep is important, sure, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. 1. Take nature breaks. 1. Ever heard of forest bathing? 1. It's a Japanese practice of spending time in nature to reduce stress. 1. Research shows it can lower cortisol levels by up to 16% in just 15 minutes. 2. Try rhythmic breathing. 2. A simple technique is the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. 2. This slows your heart rate and calms your nervous system. 3. Switch tasks strategically. 3. Working on one thing for too long can drain your energy. 3. A technique called task switching, where you rotate between different types of work, can increase productivity by 30%. 4. Schedule white space time. 4. This is uninterrupted time where you do nothing, or something relaxing like doodling or daydreaming. 4. It helps your brain process information and recover from decision fatigue. Resilient people treat their energy like a battery. They don't let it drain completely, they recharge regularly. It's not just about resting when you're tired, it's about being proactive so you don't reach burnout in the first place. Chapter 3: Stress as fuel for growth. Most of us think of stress as something to avoid. But resilient people see stress differently. To them, stress is an opportunity to grow stronger. This mindset shift changes everything. 1. Reframe stress as a challenge, not a threat. 1. Psychologist Kelly McGonigal, in The Upside of Stress, explains that how you think about stress matters more than the stress itself. 1. Believing it's harmful can make it so. 1. Believing it's helpful can reduce its negative effects. 2. Practice stress inoculation. 2. It's a technique used by Navy SEALs and athletes. 2. Expose yourself to manageable levels of stress regularly, like cold showers or public speaking, to build your tolerance over time. 3. Use stress to find purpose. 3. Research shows that people who connect stress to a greater purpose are more resilient. 3. For example, a busy parent might remind themselves that their hard work is for their family's future. 4. Turn setbacks into learning opportunities. 4. A Harvard study found that resilient people view failures as data, not defeat. 4. Instead of saying, "I failed," say, "I learned something new." Stress isn't always the enemy. It can be the fuel that drives personal growth and transformation. Resilient people embrace this idea, and you can, too. If you're enjoying this video and these tips, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next chapters on how to become truly resilient. Let's keep going. Chapter 4, Cultivating an Anti-Fragile Mindset. Being resilient isn't just about surviving tough times, it's about thriving because of them. Resilient people don't just endure adversity, they come out stronger. They've mastered what Nassim Nicholas Taleb calls being anti-fragile. 1. Embrace controlled chaos. 1. Taleb explains that systems grow stronger when exposed to small amounts of stress. 1. Think of lifting weights, you break muscle fibers to build strength. 1. Resilient people apply this principle to life challenges. 2. Take calculated risks. 2. Harvard Business Review found that 71% of resilient leaders take risks regularly. 2. Why? 2. Risk teaches adaptability, even when it doesn't work out perfectly. 3. Learn to love uncertainty. 3. Start small, say yes to something new this week. 3. Resilient people get comfortable with discomfort, which expands their problem-solving abilities. 4. Practice emotional agility. 4. Psychologist Susan David says resilient people don't get stuck in negative emotions. 4. Instead, they acknowledge them, explore them, and then move forward. The takeaway? Life doesn't need to be perfect to help you grow. By leaning into challenges and uncertainty, you train yourself to not just survive but thrive under pressure. Chapter 5, Connection over Perfection. Resilience isn't a solo journey. The most resilient people surround themselves with meaningful relationships. These connections act as a buffer against stress and a source of strength during tough times. 1. Invest in quality relationships. 1. According to a Harvard study that spanned 80 years, good relationships are the biggest predictor of long-term happiness and resilience, not money or fame. 2. Start a gratitude circle. 2. Sharing 3 things you're grateful for with a friend or family member can deepen bonds and shift your focus to the positive. 3. Seek connection, not validation. 3. Resilient people prioritize authentic relationships over superficial ones. 3. This means being yourself, even when it feels vulnerable. 4. Be a giver. 4. Adam Grant, in Give and Take, explains that giving without expecting anything in return builds trust and makes you more resilient in return. Here's the truth, we're stronger together. Resilient people know that leaning on others isn't a weakness, it's a smart strategy for thriving. Chapter 6, The Resilience Playbook. Building resilience is like training for a marathon, it requires consistency and a clear plan. The most resilient people use daily habits to maintain their strength, no matter what life throws at them. 1. Start with a morning ritual. 1. Research shows that people who begin their day with intention are 20% more productive and 25% happier. 1. Create a ritual that works for you, like journaling or stretching. 2. Ask reflective questions. 2. Every night, ask yourself, what went well today? What could I improve? 2. This practice, backed by behavioral psychology, fosters growth and self-awareness. 3. Move your body daily. 3. Exercise doesn't just build physical strength, It releases endorphins, which combat stress and improve mood. 3. Even a 10-minute walk can make a difference. 4. Revisit your why. 4. Simon Sinek's concept of start with why reminds us that purpose drives resilience. 4. Write down your core motivations and revisit them when times get tough. To stay resilient, keep things simple. Resilient people don't rely on willpower, they rely on systems and habits that support their growth every single day. We've covered some powerful strategies for building resilience. If you want more tips and tools like these, don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on new content that will help you become even more resilient in your everyday life. Thanks for watching.